Congratulations on reaching day 12 of the 21 Days to Transform Your Love Life Challenge by the Offline Social. Today, we're delving into a topic that touches deep emotional chords: overcoming rejection. Join Ava and Harper for an insightful, heartfelt conversation as we explore how to heal, grow, and transform through this powerful journey. Together, we'll uncover how rejection can become a stepping stone towards self-worth and meaningful connections. Let's keep transforming one day at a time.
All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive with me. Today, we're tackling something I think we can all relate to. Rejection.
Yeah, rejection.
You know, it's just something that, well, it's just part of life, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But we're not just going to wallow in misery.
Hmm?
We're going to get strategic.
That's right.
Our source material today.
Yeah.
Just a single paragraph.
Wow, really?
You've heard that right? A little nugget of wisdom from the Offline Social's 21-Day Challenge.
Interesting.
It's amazing how much insight can be packed into just a few sentences.
I'm intrigued.
So this challenge, it starts off with this idea that rejection can actually be a teacher.
Okay.
Almost like a compass, right?
Right, it's pointing you in the right direction.
Yeah. Even if that direction feels uncomfortable at first, the challenge even says rejection can sting, but it's also one of life's greatest teachers.
I like that. So it's not about avoiding rejection altogether.
No, not at all. It's more about understanding it. It's about asking yourself, was I even knocking on the right door in the first place?
So how do we figure out the right door?
Well, the challenge brings up this idea of alignment.
Alignment, okay.
Like, are you pursuing things that genuinely resonate with you? Or are you trying to fit into a mold that's not really made for you?
It's like dating apps. You swipe left a lot more than you swipe right.
Exactly. It's not because you're not worthy of love.
Yeah.
It's because you're looking for something specific, someone who aligns with your values and interests.
Makes sense.
And, you know, this actually ties into one of my favorite parts of this whole challenge, the concept of redirection.
Redirection.
Yeah, they use this really powerful metaphor. The most beautiful flowers in the garden don't need everyone's approval. They just bloom. You don't need everyone to love you, just the right people.
It's funny, right? Like, we often seek validation from everyone, even people we don't actually respect.
Oh, totally. It's like we forget that our worth comes from within.
Right. We don't need that external validation.
So how do we apply this redirection idea to, say, something like a job search? Let's say you're getting rejected left and right. It's so easy to get discouraged, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But what if each no is actually redirecting you closer to that perfect role? The one that truly aligns with your skills and passions.
So kind of like trust the process, even when it feels rough.
Exactly. And you know, the challenge even provides a rejection mantra to help with this whole mindset shift. Have you ever used affirmations like this before?
I have. I think they can be really helpful for reframing negative thoughts.
Me too. And this mantra is really interesting. It starts with, I am worthy of love and respect.
That's a powerful one.
It is, right. It's
Yeah.
like this immediate reminder that our value doesn't depend on someone else's opinion of us.
Especially in those moments when you're feeling down, that kind of affirmation can really help.
Totally. But it goes even deeper than that. The mantra continues. Rejection does not define me. It redirects me toward what aligns with my value.
So shifting the focus from personal failure to, well, to almost like a sense of opportunity.
Yeah. It's not a dead end, it's a detour. And it might actually be leading you to something way better than what you originally imagined.
I like that, a detour. And what's the last part of the mantra?
The last part says, I release what is not meant for me and welcome what is.
Okay, so that's about letting go.
Yes. Letting go of what didn't work out to make space for what will.
It's kind of like decluttering your mental space, making room for new possibilities.
Exactly. And, you know, the challenge recommends actually writing this mantra down.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, like keep it in your wallet or on a sticky note.
Almost like a little pep talk you can refer back to.
Yeah. A little reminder for those tough moments. So out of all of this, what really stands out to you about this whole rejection is redirection concept?
You know, I think it's the sense of agency. Rejection doesn't have to be this passive experience we just endure. We can actually choose how we perceive it and use it to, well, almost like fuel our growth.
Right. It's kind of like turning the tables on rejection.
Right.
Like you're using it as fuel instead of
Yeah.
letting it extinguish your fire.
I love that analogy.
So to kind of wrap all this up, rejection is inevitable, but it's our perception of it that really shapes our experience. If we can see it as redirection and hold on to that self-worth, we can navigate those tough moments with a lot more grace and confidence.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times the most painful rejections are the ones that ultimately redirect us to our greatest successes.
That's such a good point. Here's something to think about for everyone listening. I want you to think back to a time you experienced a major rejection. Maybe it was a job you really wanted, or maybe it was a relationship that ended, or even a creative project that just didn't pan out. Whatever it was, I want you to ask yourself, how did that no ultimately lead you to something even better?
It's amazing how often those seemingly negative experiences turn out to be blessings in disguise.
Yeah. Sometimes those rejections, they push us onto a path that we never would have found otherwise. A path that leads us to deeper joy, greater fulfillment, and experiences we wouldn't trade for anything.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So the next time you're facing rejection, remember, it might just be redirection in disguise, leading you towards something truly incredible.
That's a great note to end on.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, everyone. We'll see you next time.
See you then.